Out in the old barn today, got some barn projects to work on, got some painting to do actually is what I'm going to be doing today. And this week we have our pond party and cookout and stuff like that after church. So we're going to have a one-off service. We're going to take a look at the fear of the Lord. In particular, what it meant here in Exodus 20. And starting in verse 18, it says, "Now when all the people saw the thunder and the flashing of lightning and the sounds of the trumpet and the mountain smoking, and the people were afraid and trembled, and they stood afar off." Which, makes sense. If you look at a mountain and it looks like a volcano is about to explode, you'd want to get out of the way too. And he said to Moses, you speak to us and we will listen. Now we know that didn't work out so well, but that's what they say. "But do not let God speak to us lest we die." So they knew that it wasn't a volcanic activity, that it was God's presence. And it was so overwhelming, so massive, that they were terrified. They were afraid, they were trembling. And Moses said to the people, "Do not fear." Well, hold it. What do you mean, do not fear? "For God has come to test you, that the fear of him may be before you, that you may not sin." Hold it. We got fear used twice. Once Moses says, "Don't fear." And another one says, God's here so that the fear of him may be in you. Well, that first fear would be terror. That first fear would be that afraid, that trembling, that scared. The second fear, the fear of him, is awe. It's wonder. It's reverence. But in English, there was just, at the time, they just had the one word, so they used fear. You see, because when the fear of the Lord, the awe, the reverence, the worship is in us, it helps us to not sin. Because we end up being more concerned about what God thinks of us than satisfying the flesh, or satisfying the needs of the world, or just falling into that sin. Because it's more important to us to please him than to please this temporary flesh. And we'll dig into it a lot deeper this weekend. You guys have a good day.